You know that classic sci-fi dream, right? Ditching the kitchen, forgetting about groceries, and getting all your nutrition from one single perfect little pill. We've seen it everywhere, from cartoons to big budget movies. But have you ever really stopped to wonder why, with all our amazing technology, that's still just science fiction? Well, let's break it down.
And the appeal? Oh man, it's obvious. Just imagine reclaiming all those hours you spend shopping, cooking, and then cleaning up. The food pill is sold to us as the ultimate life hack. Perfect, optimized nutrition with absolutely zero effort. Just think about it. A perfectly balanced intake of every single vitamin, mineral, and calorie your body needs, all in one quick swallow. No more meal prep, no more dishes. It's supposed to be the absolute peak of human efficiency.
I mean, let's be real. Our reality with food is, well, it's wonderfully complex. And yeah, often pretty messy. The dream, though, oh, that's sterile, simple, and incredibly convenient. It's this vision of a totally frictionless life. But here's the thing. As we're about to see, that friction is way more important than you'd think. So that's the big question, right? If this is such a slam dunk idea, the peak of convenience and nutritional science, why isn't it our reality? Well, the answer gets to the very heart of how fundamentally we misunderstand what food actually is. Okay, so let's start with the hard science. Because our body's needs go so far beyond a simple checklist of nutrients, and this, right here, is where the entire food pill concept really starts to fall apart. You see this number, 25. So what's that about? Well, get this. Even with the most optimistic, pie-in-the-sky science, to get the calories for just one meal, you'd need to swallow around 25 of these pills. That's 75 pills a day, just to meet your basic energy needs. I mean, come on, that's already getting pretty impractical. And that brings us to an even bigger problem, a little thing called bioavailability. It sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. It's not just about what you swallow. It's about what your body can actually absorb and use. In whole foods, nutrients have partners. Vitamin C, for instance, helps your body absorb iron. They work as a team. Pills with isolated nutrients often just can't replicate those critical partnerships. So here's the crucial point. Real food isn't just a list of ingredients. It's a whole complex system working together. A pill just can't deliver the diverse fiber your gut bacteria need to thrive, or the thousands of these things called phytochemicals that help prevent disease, or even just, water. It's like this. Whole food is a full orchestra playing a symphony, and a pill is just one lonely violin trying to play the same piece. It just doesn't work. All right, but let's just pretend for a second. Let's say we could solve all the biology. We'd still run smack into a much more human problem. See, food isn't just fuel for the body, it's a profound experience for the mind. I mean, really think about eating. It engages all of our senses. You see a beautiful dish. You smell that amazing aroma from the kitchen. You get the satisfying crunch or the creamy texture. And you taste that complex mix of flavors. This whole sensory experience gives us a deep pleasure that is literally hardwired into our brains. And a pill? A pill gives you, well, none of that. Zero. It reduces eating to a simple, bland transaction, not an experience. It completely bypasses that whole reward system in our brains that evolved over millennia to make us seek out and enjoy nourishment in the first place. And that physical experience is also critical for actually feeling full. The act of chewing, the volume of food filling your stomach, those things send crucial signals to your brain that say, hey, we're satisfied now. A tiny pill can't do that. So you'd be getting your calories, but you'd likely feel perpetually unsatisfied, psychologically hungry. Okay, so we've talked biology, we've talked psychology. Now let's zoom out even bigger, from our own bodies to our communities. Because this is where the food pill idea starts to feel truly incompatible with what it means to be human. Across all of human history, what have we done to connect with each other? We share a meal. Family dinners, holiday feasts, celebrations with friends. So many of our most important rituals are built around a shared table. Food is, so often, the very glue that holds us together. And on a larger scale, food is culture. Those recipes passed down from your grandparents, that's family history right there. The flavors of pasta in Italy or tacos in Mexico, those are expressions of national identity. To replace all of that rich diversity with a generic, universal pill wouldn't just be a loss of flavor. It would be an erasure of history itself. So let's recap. The idea is biologically insufficient, psychologically unsatisfying, and culturally destructive. But hey, at least it's practical, right? Yeah, not even close. Just think about the practical hurdles here. The sheer industrial scale needed to produce nutrient pills for billions of people is almost unimaginable. The cost would be so astronomically high, you'd create a world where only the rich could afford optimized nutrition. And then there's the social upheaval. You'd completely decimate the entire global agricultural sector, wiping out the jobs of millions of people and collapsing economies. It would be a total disaster. So, okay, if pills are not the answer, what does the future of food actually look like? Well, the key isn't about getting rid of food, it's about getting much, much smarter about it. Here's the bottom line. The future isn't replacement, it's augmentation. Technology isn't going to replace our relationship with food, it's going to enhance it. Sure, pills and supplements will be vital for fixing specific deficiencies, but they're always going to complement a diet of whole foods, not substitute for it. And you can see this real path of nutritional science right here. We started by finding the big building blocks, then the tiny ones. We even created meal replacements for convenience. But the ultimate goal was never really to eliminate food. It's always been to better understand how we can use whole foods to nourish our unique bodies. The real future lies in amazing innovations like vertical farming for food security, or lab-grown proteins that are better for the planet, or personalized nutrition based on our own unique genetics. And crucially, all of these innovations preserve the fundamental, wonderful, and deeply human act of eating. Ultimately, that food pill dream fails because it just sees food as a list of chemicals. But as we've seen, food is biology, it's pleasure, it's connection, and it's culture. So as you think about your next meal, maybe ask yourself, what is it really providing me? I'm willing to bet it's a lot more than just fuel. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.